Hey everyone, today we're going to start taking apart the front suspension on the Falcon, getting it ready for paint. So we got a lot of bare metal in there and it all needs to be sanded down and probably fix some of the welds, like grind them down and make them look a little nicer, and like stuff like this, and up here it all looks kind of messed up right now. So we're going to start taking all this front suspension off, the steering rack, control arms, everything, and get it all ready for paint. Let's get to work. So when I put this together, one of the issues I really had was it was very difficult to get this spring in here. And I went out and bought this internal spring compressor, but it was still very difficult. And it took me almost a whole day to figure out how to get both of these springs in here. So I've been kind of dreading taking this back apart. Hopefully taking it apart will be easier, but I've been tempted also to cut a coil out of these because the car sits a little higher in the front than I would like. I think the Toyota engine is a little lighter than the inline 6 that came out here, because that engine was all cast iron and this one's all aluminum, so it's a bigger engine, but it is lighter, I think. We'll see. I'm gonna try taking them out now and see how it goes. Turns out, disassembly is way easier. 15/16. Ugh. And I forgot there's a nut on the back. I think they're both the same. Nothing was actually snugged up on this because it was all mock-up, so everything's fairly loose, so it makes it a little easier to get out. I should probably get my hammer because this thing is stuck. Okay, that's better. No. Forgot to disconnect the U joint for the steering shaft. And it's off. This will need to come off too, so I might as well do that. Too big now, or what? Why that's so tight in there, but like this. One side done. Except for the engine mount. I still have to take that out. These are pretty tight in there too. That works. Left.
see how fast we can do this one.
Yeah, I thought that was going to take a lot longer, especially with those springs. I had a nightmare putting them on. Hopefully putting them back on again won't be as bad. And if I decide to cut them a little shorter, that's going to make it way easier as well. So I think next step is to be cleaning up this engine bay, sanding it all down. I might mess with the welds a little bit. There's some places where I want to actually weld up a little more. One of those places is right in here, right under there. I didn't actually get that weld, so I want to hammer that closed a little bit and then weld that up, because I don't want dirt and water and stuff getting in there and then just sitting there, because that wouldn't be good. So do that on both sides. And then there's these other bracket things right here that I cut. They were braces, and I should probably finish cutting those off along with these front ones. This car was in a front end collision. Not very bad, but you can see right here that the front support's a little banged up on it, but it should be fine. But we need to work out all the brake lines still. We haven't done any of the brake lines yet. I have the master cylinder, I have the fittings, I have some brake lines that I put on the car, but they were for the old setup, because I was originally just going to replace the engine that was in it with a similar one, and then I ended up deciding that that's not really what I wanted. I wanted something different. So these are the brake lines that I had put in there. This one's the one that goes to the rear. And then this is one of the front ones. I think that's the front passenger side brake line. So I'm going to try to reuse those as much as possible. I'm probably going to have to get some more line. But yeah, we have to figure out where that's all going to go. And they're going to have to be routed off this side, and then they're going to have to go up above here and then down to each side. And then for the back one, it's going to have to fish around through here and go through there or something. Because right here is very tight for the engine, so it has to go up above, which is where the original ones kind of went. I think the original one was right here, but it's not going to be too big of a deal. And then this big hole right here is for the blower motor. And that stuff is sitting right here. I haven't really decided if I'm going to put it back in right now or not, because this car is not really going to be driven when it's cold. But these hoses, that part that I notched out, these hoses actually stuck through for the heater core. So if I do put this back in, I'm going to have to route these a different way anyway, because they won't be able to go back through where they were. And that notch is also going to interfere with this now, which this is just like cardboard. It's really weird. A lot of mouse poop and stuff in there. But I might just notch that or something. I don't really know. I'm not going to worry about that for right now. So that'll come later after it's driving and can be driven around, because I can do that after everything's all put together. So, all right, that's going to end it for this episode. So thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe to the video and stay tuned. Thanks.